2016.
Okay.
It was when Daryl Powell was then fined, and then the fans offered to pay his fine. Do you remember?
Yes.
When,
of course.
When I then had to draw a diagram out to demonstrate exactly how it was the correct decision, because the ball travelled backwards, and you cannot be offside if the ball travels backwards. Okay, finally, and this one's a change of tone. This one suggests that things can be said that are good about referees. Okay. So the quote is, "I'm over video refs. I think they're boring. They create as much controversy as they fix, in my opinion, and it stops the moment," which is pertinent. "They create as much controversy as they fix, in my opinion, and it stops the momentum of the game. For most of the rugby league I watch, there are 2 goal judges, 2 touch judges, and a referee, and they get it right most of the time. Last week against Castleford, I got bored waiting for a decision and almost had to do another warm-up with my players, which was said by a current Super League coach way back in February 2010. Now, that Super League coach might not necessarily be at the club he was at when the quote was said."
Oh, God. I hope everyone at home's doing better than I am. I might have moved clubs.
I fully admit this quiz was more about demonstrating an agenda.
It's more about making a point.
Yeah, rather than giving people an opportunity to get them right.
Let's say that is Chris Chester.
No, he was playing still in 2010.
Was he still playing then? Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know. It was Tony Smith after a Warrington loss to Wigan early in 2010, right at the start of the golden empire of Wigan's return to glory. Ah, the days of glory. They may not have gone yet. Okay.
Maybe.
SLP recommends. I will recommend buying offcuts of carpet, because they are absolute bargaino, and probably quite good for sustainability and stuff like that, because it's already carpet that's been produced and cut down.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going with.
That sounds perfectly reasonable. I look forward to more DIY recommendations as the house nears completion.
I also recommend going and throwing any spare money you can afford to into rundom.run, cause for Martin House charity, because my hips aren't hurting for nothing, kids. Yeah.
You got to pay him for his pain.
Yeah.
One thing I spotted on Twitter tonight. So it's not something I've experienced, but I think I certainly support the thought behind it. I noticed that there's a rugby league festival in Blackpool this weekend on Saturday. There's PDRL, there's LDRL, there's
Masters, I'm sure.
Masters, Tag, so it's basically in Stanley Park, I think. Basically during daylight hours on Saturday, I think, if I remember that correctly. So if I can find it on the Twitters, I'll retweet it from the account. So if you're on that if you're in that area, or you're going past and you want to tie it into the trip to the Pleasure Beach or whatever, not just
the
you,
Illuminations.
Obviously. Oh yeah, they've started, haven't they?
They have. They were launched last weekend. I'm laughing because, like, obviously I live relatively close to Blackpool, but it's Wigan's fan day on Saturday. So,
no personal pressure.
So I'm going to that instead.
If you're in that area,
I'm going to try and help out set things up and stuff.
You have split loyalties, that's fine. But if you're in the area, that's on Saturday. Lots of different rugby league disciplines on offer.
Good stuff. It's me and Tim next week, so we may be talking about crisis time for... I mean, he's not going to lose, is he, next week? Because he supports both clubs almost, doesn't he? London or Hull KR. But a good week to have Tim on after that fixture.
It'll be interesting to see what his take is on it, yes.
Yeah. Okay, people, you can find the show and share the show and follow on our social media. I've tried to up a bit of social media business this weekend, mostly on Twitter because that's where I feel most comfortable. But we're at Super League Pod on both Twitter and Instagram. It's facebook.com/Super League Pod. If you want to send us an email about anything, if you're not a social media person but want to get in touch, superleaguepod@gmail.com. We do love getting the emails. I do anyway, I'm the only one that sees them. Superleaguepod.com is where you'll find our blog. It's also where you'll find a post giving all all the details to all our sponsors and etc. for this episode. If you want to find a different way to listen to the show than how you found us this time, then Spreaker, iTunes, Leaguecast Android app, Podcast Addict, Stitcher, RugbyLeagueMedia.com, YouTube, Google Podcasts. We're all over the show. Find the way that suits you best there. I want to thank our partner sponsors, Rob's Toy Shop. Enter SLP discount on checkout at Rob's Toy Shop on eBay and get 5% cash back on all orders over £5, plus give 1% cash back to SLP. And what I would say is back to school time is an ideal time to get onto Rob's Toy Shop for the stationery offerings, and also lead up to Christmas. Some good stuff on there. I hear they've got good prices on Night Before Christmas books. I don't know what that is. And Santa bags. So there you go. Little Warden as well. They provide vital alerts for hidden issues. Head to littlewarden.com to see what they can do for you. And they're embarking on a really fun charity thing. Is the owner of Little Warden, but I think they're doing it for their other company that they have, which is called something else. But yeah, keep around that. Mascot Browns for all your International Rugby League gear. Use the link shown on our episode blog post, and we, in theory, get 8% of your order value to help with running costs.
In theory.
I need to speak to Steve about the link. It's not working. Sarah's bookcase. Sarah sells Usborne books with access to over 3,000 titles from baby to teenager. There's something for everyone. Find out more on her Facebook page. Just search for Sarah's bookcase and get your books from there. Again, ideal with Christmas coming up. Also, with the start of the school year as well, if you want to give your kids some extra reading, that's a good place to go to. Okay, and also you can make a donation to support SLP. Thanks to Dr. Bob Phillips, who's made a donation recently. paypal.me/Super League Pod to do that. All donations are hugely appreciated, no matter how small they might be. If you donate £20 or more, you can get an SLP beanie hat. So, and winter is coming, kids. Yeah. That's it. All that's left
been
to
a
do
mammoth
is say
one.
goodbye. It's been a long Eamon McManus chat-filled episode of the Super League Pod, but we want to thank you all for getting involved and listening into your favourite rugby league podcast, the Super League Pod.
Bye.